Okay, where I left off. Oh, I should say what this video is. This is What If Deku Was Still Quirkless, Part 3. Let's start the timer and get into the video. Let me. I don't know. I don't know how to work my own phone. Like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. That video's already out, so you already know where that's from. Okay, this is What If Deku Was Still Quirkless, Part 3. And where we left off, Deku was just finishing up the grip strength test with 80, wait, I think I said 98 kilograms. And let's just skip everything else. Let's just say he got like 4th, 5th place on everything else. What I really want to get into is the boss throw, because this is where I get like test how powerful I can make him without making him like look like regular Deku. So he grabs the ball, he closes his eyes, and he starts he starts doing the math, and like in the math it's like appearing, like it's not like actually appearing in front of him, but like when he opens his eyes, it's like the math is like right in front of him, and he can see like everything that he has to do. So he angles at a 30 degree, I think I said 30-degree angle. He chunks the ball, and it gets halfway, and then it curves, and then curves again, and just shoots like farther up. And then it ends up getting 900 kilograms, 900 miles. And he's like, and then I was like, "You got 900 miles," and he's like, "That's a lot farther than I wanted it to be." Huh? Guess I gotta think. I guess I put too much degree in it, maybe. And then he starts geeking out like right there in the middle of it. Just like starts mumbling to himself like, it should only went 84 something meters. And like he starts thinking, he's like, "Am I stronger than I thought I am?" Huh? And then just like in the regular anime, Aizawa walks around the corner and talks to All Might. I don't remember exactly what he said, but this that goes down to canon. They go back to the locker room, change back into their UA outfit, and Deku goes to the support course. While he's in the support course, I'll say he doesn't really talk to nobody like he did. He just pulls out the laptop and pulls out the headphones and puts in the USB stick. I don't know why I said US. I don't know why I said chip thingy, whatever I said. He pulls out the USB stick and he plugs it into the computer, and it starts downloading a file. The file downloads, and he starts playing the video. In the video, just says, "Son, I'm sorry. If you have this, it means I died, and I just want you to know I love you, I loved you, and I know you could become a great hero as long as you know." It says, "I know you can accomplish your dreams as long as you work hard at them." And he's like, "And just in case you wanted to be a hero, I made some things for you to help you in case you don't have a quirk." And he's like, "Oh, and if you do have a quirk, it'll work 10 times better. But just in case you don't have a quirk, I made some weapons for you." And he gives him some coordinates, and he's like, "When you find at these coordinates, you can find a hint and a puzzle. When you solve the puzzle, it will give you another hint or give you a piece to a weapon. You have 3 weapons and 3 different devices. I hope you can find them all before time runs out, because I'll say he has like a month to find all the weapons, or the weapons will disappear. Like they'll just burn completely." So with that, he starts thinking, because like he pulls out a map on the computer and he types in the coordinates. The the coordinates lead him into a forest. I'll call the forest of the forest of the beast, and yeah. So he does that. He picks back up the computer, and the support course starts. And the teacher just basically explains what they're going to do today. They're going to make gadgets to help the UA students. And he says to Deku, you're going to be working on your own support items since you are in 1A. Everybody looks back at Deku and like, wait, he's in 1A and support class? Whoa. And he's like, okay. And I'll say Deku, he starts making like spider arms, basically like a spider backpack where like spider arms will shoot out the backpack. I'll say he's only in the testing phase right now, but basically what it's supposed to do is supposed to basically act like a spider where it can shoot venom and you know like run as fast as a spider can, shoot webs, basically like a Spider-Man version of a backpack. um, and after that, he goes to all his regular classes. Really, nothing important happening in those. It's just he starts like thinking about what the weapon will be, and he goes into the forest after calling his mom and telling her that he is going to be a little late. Hold up, let me grab something real quick. Telling her that he's going to be a little late and walking into the forest. And he starts following the coordinates, and it leads him into a cave. And in front of the cave, there's a little tablet and says, "You, if you're the one, follow this hint. The path might be dark, but you are the light. Carry on, carry on, my." And then it's just like scratched out from old age, I guess you could say. And then Deku walks into the forest, and like he doesn't close his eyes, but like he starts walking, and as he's walking, it's like he still doesn't have a quirk, but his body like starts glowing, and a string like from his body starts like pointing, like it doesn't like point in a certain direction, but it's basically like it's tied to something, and it's like he has to follow it to get to it. And he starts following it, and it leads him to a what should the weapon be? I really didn't think this far ahead. Eh, huh. It leads him to a box, and let's say the box is a number puzzle where you have to connect the numbers into the like you have to match the numbers under a minute, and if you don't do it under a minute, the puzzle will get harder. He does it. He tries it 3 times. The puzzle gets 3 times harder. On the third time, he finally gets it right, and the item ends up being, say, a longbow. Yeah, let's give him a longbow. So he has a longbow with some arrows. I'll say with like some weird markings, and then in one of the arrows, like this as a practice shot, he describes a random arrow, and it feels like that arrow like was calling to him. I'll say his stat work was to make special weapons and stuff like that, just to explain how these weapons are going to be, I guess, special to Deku, and like nobody else can use them except Deku. So Deku shoots the arrow into the sky. Like he steps all the way out the cave and he shoots it into the sky, and it says, "Congratulations, my son. You have found the longbow of fate. This is the next coordinates. I'll say, it says you have to find it under a week. If not, this item will vanish from its existence, and a piece of you will disappear with it. Like, not actually disappear, but like a piece of him emotionally will disappear with it. Because I'll say, like, all the weapons are tied to him emotionally. The bow was, let's say, his pride. And let's see, how long do I have until this ends? I'm not like in a rush or nothing. It just feels like, I've been here for a minute. So let's say he goes back. He goes into the forest and he sets up like a practice area, and he starts shooting the bows. One of them emit a flame, almost exactly like Endeavor's. No, almost exactly like Tokoroki's quirk, like emitting the no, almost like Endeavor's quirk, emitting the whole arrow in flames. And then he shoots another one, and it emits it in ice, and it like shoots ice, like it makes fake ice arrows with it, making it look exactly like the a fake arrow. And then another one makes vines come from it, and let's see, another one, Deku was off by a little bit, and he's like, oh, I'm off. And it redirects and hits the target perfectly. And that's like all the arrows I can think of for now. Oh, and he has a night arrow where if he shoots it, it turns pitch black, and darkness goes around the item he was thinking about hitting, and the item or object goes completely blind. That might mean, like, it seems like he has a quirk now, but it's the only way I can think of him being useful. Because, like, a quirkless hero would not be hard to do, but I would have to make him, like, super smart, which I kind of already did, and I would have to make him have some special weapons, which I kind of already am. So, if you don't like the idea of him having these weapons, just tell me and I'll redo part 3. But I think I'm going to be ending this episode a little bit early. I'm only ending it a minute early, so it's not like I'm ending it too early. But I'll be leaving this episode off here. Goodbye, and see you next time I post.